Ever notice how Olympic athletes, beyond just the insane training, they have this kind of secret weapon? It's
Hmm.
mental practice. Like they've been using it for ages to get that extra edge, not just picturing stuff, but really like practicing in their minds.
Oh, absolutely. And the cool thing is, neuroscience is backing this up now,
Hmm.
showing us how these mental tools, they're not just for elite athletes.
Right.
It's for all of us.
Hmm.
Like prepping for a big job interview or even, get this, speeding up how you heal from an injury.
It's wild. I was reading this Cleveland Clinic study, and it like blew my mind. They found that just thinking about exercising, just that, could make your muscles 35% stronger. Just mental practice.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Makes you think what else our minds can do.
No kidding. So for this deep dive, we're going to figure out how to use these same visualization techniques, the ones top performers use,
Yep.
to
Yep.
rewire our brains for success, whatever we're going after. We'll look at the science behind it, the neuroscience, and how like high achievers have actually used this stuff.
Sounds good.
Okay, so first things first. How does just imagining something change our brains? Seems almost too easy.
Well, the brain's funny, right?
Yeah.
It actually has a hard time telling the difference between something you vividly imagine and something that's really happening.
Really?
Yeah, when you're super into a mental scenario, they've done these fMRI scans, the ones that measure brain activity,
Mhm.
and the patterns they see are super similar to when you're actually doing the thing.
Wow. So, like, which parts of the brain light up when we're just, like, in our heads imagining something intensely?
Well, your motor cortex, that's the part that plans and does movements,
Okay.
that gets active, like you're actually doing the action.
Oh, interesting.
And it's not just movement, it's like your emotional centers light up too, as if the imagined situation was real,
Hmm.
triggering feelings and all that.
So it's not just a thought floating around. Our brains are actually, like, reacting to it.
Exactly. And the more you practice something in your mind and the clearer you do it, the stronger those brain pathways become.
Right.
Think of them like well-worn paths in your brain. You walk them more, they get easier to travel. It's laying down the groundwork for success thanks to neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to, change and adapt.
Makes sense. It's like having a mind gym. We can get
Man.
mental reps in even when we're, like, sitting still.
Exactly. Now, we know why visualization works. Let's get into how to do it right. There's a specific way, a structured approach that makes it way more effective. We'll go through a 5-step protocol.
5 steps. Okay, I'm ready. What's step 1?
Step 1, the 3D movie technique.
Sounds fancy. What's different about this than just, like, picturing something in my head?
It's all about perspective. Most people, when they visualize, they kind of watch themselves from outside, like they're watching a movie,
Yeah, I kind of do that.
right? Third-person view. But high achievers, they do it differently. They
Whoa.
see it through their own eyes.
Yeah.
First person. Got to be there in your mind.
So instead of watching myself give an awesome presentation, I'm actually giving it. Seeing the audience, feeling the notes in my hand, hearing my own voice.
Exactly. And it's more than just seeing. You got to use all your senses, feel the microphone, the desk, hear the sounds, the people, maybe some background noise, even smells, like fresh coffee, and taste. Like imagine how that success would taste, literally.
That's a lot to take in. So using all our senses makes the experience like stick in our brains better.
That's right. You're making a richer, more detailed experience. Your brain thinks it's more real.
Okay, that makes sense. Step 2.
Step 2 is emotional amplification.
Emotional amplification.
Stanford did this research and found it made visualization 300% more effective.
300%, that's huge. How do we do that, like actively add emotion?
It's fascinating. Emotion is like the fuel for mental programming. So once you got that 3D movie playing, really connect with how that success would feel. Pride, joy, peace, whatever it is.
Okay, so like if I'm picturing myself finishing a tough project, I might feel relieved, satisfied.
Exactly. Now find where you feel that emotion in your body. Maybe it's warmth in your chest, lightness, feeling grounded, whatever it is.
Okay.
Then make that feeling stronger. Put your hand on your heart, smile, take a deep breath.
So we're not just watching the emotion, we're like making it happen in our bodies.
Right. It's like glue, holding those mental pictures in place, making those pathways stronger.
Okay, I get it. Step 3,
Step 3 is obstacle rehearsal.
obstacle rehearsal. Now this seems a bit counterintuitive. Why would we want to think about things going wrong?
Well, UCLA research on high performers found that they actually visualize challenges ahead of time. It's part of their mental game.
Hmm.
It's not about dwelling on the negative, but being ready for those roadblocks.
Like a mental simulation of problems and how to solve them.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah?
First, you think about what obstacles might come up. Then, and this is important, you see yourself handling them calmly, effectively. And then you see yourself overcoming them and getting back on track.
Okay, so like, if I'm picturing starting a business, I might imagine running into some tech issues, but then I see myself like troubleshooting it, finding a solution, not freaking out.
Exactly. It's like you're building mental emergency response pathways. So if something does happen, you're ready. Yeah.
Hmm.
Less likely to get thrown off.
That's smart. It's not just positive thinking, it's being prepared.
Right. Okay, step 4. The 90-second future self ritual.
90-second future self ritual. Okay, that sounds quick, but interesting.
It is. It's a daily thing, short but powerful. Basically, you close your eyes, fast forward to when you've already achieved your goal. Like, you're there.
Okay, I'm there. I did it. Feeling good. What now?
Now you have a little conversation with your future self. Ask them something like, what should I focus on today to stay on track? Or what was the key thing that got me here?
And then I just, like, listen for an answer.
Yep. You'd be surprised what comes up. It can give you direction, align you with your goals, and it's all from your own wisdom.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, last step. Step 5.
Step 5 is post-visualization anchoring.
Post-visualization anchoring. So this is how we take it from our minds into the real world.
Right. It's about connecting the mental practice to reality. It's got 3 parts. First, pick a physical trigger. Something simple like clasping your hands, touching your wrist, whatever works for you.
Okay, a physical cue. Got it. What else?
Then you have a power word or phrase, something short, positive, that captures that feeling of success, like done, I got this, whatever resonates.
So to the physical thing and say the phrase.
Exactly, at the same time.
Hmm.
And last, you pick one small action you can take right now that's related to your goal, even something tiny.
Like, if I visualize a super productive writing session, I might open my laptop and make a new document for my project.
Perfect. It bridges the gap between your mind and the real world. Makes it more likely to happen.
Wow, this 5-step protocol is really thorough. But if it's so powerful, why do some people not see results? It's like part 3 of our deep dive, common mistakes.
Good question. A lot of times it comes down to a few pitfalls. One is being too vague. Instead of a detailed movie, they just picture success in general.
So instead of just getting a promotion, I should picture the actual conversation, my boss's reaction, my new desk, all that.
Right. Another mistake is only focusing on good stuff, not the obstacles. Like we talked about, visualizing challenges helps you get through them.
Yeah, it's not just wishful thinking. It's being realistic. What else trips people up?
Not using emotion. The Stanford study showed it's key. Visualizations without feeling don't really change your brain.
Makes sense. And what about people who just try it once or twice?
Yeah, inconsistency is a big one. Like any skill, you got to practice regularly for it to stick.
Okay, so a few half-hearted tries won't cut it.
Nope. And lastly, not taking action afterwards. Visualization is powerful, but it needs real-world effort too.
It's like a team effort, mind and body working together.
Exactly. But the good news is knowing these mistakes means we can fix them. And then the potential is huge.
That's actually really encouraging. So for our listeners who are ready to take this to the next level, what do we have for them?
We have the 21-day mental replay challenge.
Ooh, I like that name. Tell us more.
It's simple. You pick one goal you're working on.
Okay.
Then, for 21 days straight, you do daily visualization using all 5 steps we talked about, just 5 minutes a day.
5 minutes. Anyone can do that. And you said there's some journaling involved too.
Right. Each week, take a few minutes to write down any insights you got from that future self conversation. Track your progress and learn from your own wisdom.
I love that. And to make it official, listeners, right now, wherever you are, just say to yourself, I see it. Commit to this challenge.
And remember, your brain is like the ultimate VR simulator. You can program it for success.
So true.
So take control, use these techniques, and start programming your success today.
Great advice. Thanks for diving deep with us.
My pleasure.
And to all our listeners, keep those mental reps going.